Great stuff.
Yeah, we like to put on a show and make it fun for everyone, and hope that comes across to everybody at home. Is it's going to be a scratch on the opening break from Tarah Connor? It absolutely is. A disappointing start for the two-time runners-up.
So it looks like she had a square hit on there. That cue ball just wants to travel.
Have you had a chance to go out there and just hit a few balls?
No, but I've heard a lot of the feedback from the players, and that ball
quick.
just continues to roll.
Yeah, it is a few rolls further than you think. The CPBA cloth that's on there, it's glass. It's so quick.
Looks like Skylar's going to just give his assessment here. And there's a bunch of balls tied up at the foot of the table, and he's definitely thinking about that right now. All right, so he's declared solids, and he's trying to leave himself on that 6 ball, it seems.
May have come a touch too far. Well, he still thinks he can get there. He's got the gap, but it's about getting onto the 2 as well.
Let's see how Miss Hess can hit this ball here. And it looked like Skyler Woodward was suggesting to have her draw around the back side of that 2. Going to brush the 9. The cue ball was okay, and she's going to make a trick shot.
Yeah, it's going to work out. That was a tricky first shot for Skylar to play.
See a little humility there. She's enjoying herself for sure.
It's got to be a little bit nerve-wracking for Skylar Hess. Obviously a very, very good player in her own right, but to be going out there partnering up with Skyler Woodward with a lot of attention on Skylar playing his first event.
Nice control there from Skyler Woodward. And I got to say, when they looked at the list of players, I feel like it was just a match made in heaven, Skylar and Skylar. They had to do that. How do you not?
Yeah.
How do you not?
Yeah. A nightmare for the graphics man, because they spell their names slightly differently.
Yeah, right.
Easy to get them the wrong way around. That's gone wrong as well.
I'm not sure how Skylar feels about this one. I mean, obviously the 4 ball doesn't pot easily, and that 2-7 down table is tricky as well.
I did some filming with Skylar yesterday, chatting to him about his patterns and his thought process, and he's very much, if I get this deep in a finish, I'm going to have to do something, because, well, he hasn't done on this occasion. He's decided just to turn it over because there was nothing he could do, but he said if he gets that deep into it, he's just going to chase anything.
Yeah, I think that Skylar took the right choice there. I mean, granted, you could break out the 11 ball, but there's still a little bit of work to do, and he wants them to earn it. He didn't want to hand it over.
Especially in the mixed pairs, I think. You got, the opening rack, wait, they've yet to settle in. Make them work it a little bit here.
Nice speed there. I'm pretty sure Tom was looking to have Miss Connor cut this ball into the corner, maybe get the 11 out of there, but looks like they're changing their plans here. Maybe get underneath it. What do you think, Simon?
Yeah, I think we've seen them play together before, and Tom has to be mindful that the shot that he would want to play, and he will take the lead in the decision-making out there. We've seen that from him before, but the shots that he would want to play sometimes aren't what Tarah wants to play, and he's got to be mindful of that.
He's got something to work with here on the 9 ball. Usually, if you have some traffic or a cluster, you're looking for a ball hanging over a pocket, and that's what he's got here, so. Let's see what he's going to do here.
He's got an angle he can work with. Oh, so close. Any thicker on the 7, and it's perfect.
And that's a prime example of the higher player trying to cover, something for their partner there. And, of course, she's a great player in her own right, but I think he's trying to do the dirty work, if you will.
Yeah, and they've decided to pull back as well. So we're in an interesting little battle here in the opening rack. And full value for Skyler Woodward pulling back. Decision is validated for sure.
Yeah, I think the best thing is just getting another shot at the table. And it looks like Skylar directed the other Skylar to play safe as well.
We're going to have fun with this all the way through, Mike, aren't we?
Absolutely. If only we could find another Simon or another Mike to get in here.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is tricky. I mean, if Team Skylar, we'll call them Team Skylar, if they can get themselves on the back side of the 2-ball, they can finish the rack from there. So if they get an angle on this 4, and Skylar looks like he's thinking of it now, but if he can get himself to the back side of the 2, there's a breakout available.
Deciding to be patient. Yeah, I'm with you, though. That's what Tom and Tarah have got to be careful. Don't leave an angle to get there.
Well, the bank shot is on, but what is the reward with the 11 where it is? And he's directing her to play safe again.
Yeah, just be careful not to scratch.
A very delicate shot here. I'm going to call that one delay of game. Now we've got a little bit of time burning off the clock here, and we haven't gotten a score just yet.
Yeah, 30-minute racks and using up a decent percentage here. This isn't over. This has got a minute or 2 at least left in it. Maybe more. Maybe not with that shot. Opening potentially for Tom Cousins.
Now, do you think he takes on the bank shot here? Or do you think he's going to go up table, try to arrive above that 9?
Yeah, it's difficult to say, isn't it? He's got options.
I think he's really focused on what he's going to leave his partner here. I think if he does go up table and he does leave an angle on this 9, he could leave her something decent to get the 9 to the side. Sorry, the 11 to the side.
Yeah, he's just overdone it. He found a beautiful line. Just overhit it by about a foot, maybe 1.5 feet. Clever play, because he sort of tracked a line where he was going, you know, there was a lot of margin for error. He's just overdone it.
And it's tough to judge the speed sometimes. A lot of the spin is kind of absorbed by that slippery cloth. And, you know, he's definitely aware of that. We're going to be playing safe again. Again, not too many options here. Just really don't want to leave a shot.
Is this the moment, though, for Skyler Woodward to say this is the time to push the boat out, find something?
Looks like he's just going to thin the 2 and go up table. Try to get behind the 4, perhaps. Oh, no, he's kicking at the 4 ball.
He knew he had a big margin for error in leaving it in the top half of the table, and he's done well. I suppose if he plays the 2, there's a danger that he leaves the 11 on.
Tell you what, this opening rack, I mean, we saw our first mixed pairs match, and we played 4 games in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
That was spectacular.
And you can have that. You can have the quick finishes, but a frame like this can really change things and slow things down.
Really going to make things critical as the match moves on. There's not so much time to make a comeback if one team falls behind early. I'll tell you, whoever wins this rack, they're going to say they earned it. Hess and Woodward discussing strategy. Skylar looking for the cue ball right where he's got his hand positioned, top right corner.
Careful not to open the balls up. In the end, went all out. And that may be the mistake that cost the rack. It did look like Skylar wanted Skylar Hess to put it to the top right corner, but she's decided to go for the finish.
Now, Skylar Hess played this format before. She's
played, yeah, she's played Ultimate Pool USA before. She's been out there in the arena, has a little taste of it. It does take a bit of getting used to it. It's a completely different dynamic, the match clock that we're now seeing in the shootouts, but also in our leagues.
Bit of a draw shot here, and he gets there.
Looks like we're just about going to hit the 10-minute mark for this opening rack. Huge percentage of the match clock gone. 30-minute match to start. Oh, no.
Now she's missed the 8 ball.
You could just tell she wasn't comfortable with it, the way she was lining that one up, whereas when Tom played his shot, you thought that was just going to be a routine, but there was just enough to getting her mind, and the rack continues.
Yeah, sometimes when the object ball is close to another, it's almost an illusion that it's in the way, but it's not.
Gets in your mind more than anything else.
Yeah, and I think that might have been the case there. She looked like she didn't think she had enough, but she did. Nice stroke there. Smooth stroke here. He's going to hug it to the left rail. Nice control. And this should be no problem for Skylar Hess.
Team
rack 1.
Yeah, Team Skylar gets the first rack on the board, and it took all but 11 minutes of the 30.
He's got a nice, clean, square hit, but he follows the cue ball right into the side pocket. It's going to be ball in the kitchen for their opponents. And I'm thinking they're going to go by way of stripes here. Looks like they're a little easier to navigate. A couple of those solids are tied up over near the side pocket, so Cousins opens up with the 15 to the side. And this does look like a relatively easy rack to navigate, or I should say simple. Nothing's easy in the arena, Simon.
Yeah, I have to catch myself every now and then saying that, because you're absolutely right. Nothing is easy out there. It's certainly a layout they should be very happy with. Oh no.
Little tight on that ball there.
Another one that goes wrong for Tarah. In a sense, she's just feeling at that previous missed 8 ball. Maybe just playing on her mind.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, and kind of have the residue of the previous, mishap, and it carries over into your future games or even just a singular shot. But she's going to have to wipe that off and just continue. I mean, they are a great team together. Just have to kind of find their rhythm.
What has Tom Cousins got for us here? Oh, he went for something very special.
A double carom shot. Now, considering that those solids were tied up over near the side pocket, I get why he shot at it, but perhaps it would have been better to kind of look at a different type of strategy there.
Similar scenario to the one that Skyler Woodward faced in the previous rack, where he could have gone push the boat out when they didn't take their finish out and decided to pull back. Ultimately, it earned them the opportunity to come back, although there was a few twists and turns on the way to that moment.
Well, Skylar have to be very happy with this layout here. Everything is in the open here. Got to be a little careful with that 7-2-8. But for the most part, I think they should be happy with this. I think Skylar was looking for a little more angle on that 3 ball. He may end up drawing to the rail and coming back across. He's entertaining just that short position off the top short rail and straight towards that 2 ball. And he goes forward with it.
I think the reason he gave that a lot of extra thought was simply that he knew he was asking Skylar to come up with the bigger recovery shot.
Yeah, and this is really the decider here. If she can leave Skyler Woodward an open shot on that 7 ball, this game's going to be done.
Not going to be the easiest, but he has a shot. And the cube, that going against the rail changes things dramatically.
He may have to play the carom shot here. He's seeing if it does pass into the side. But of course, if he just cuts it in the bottom left corner, that cue ball's going right into the side pocket. So, aside from the carom, I don't see another option. What do you think, Simon?
Yeah, he's in trouble. He is in trouble. Keep an eye on that shot clock. Called as extension. It's decision time.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to go with that carom shot. And he's got to throw a little caution to the wind and hope that that 8-ball is available after the shot, if he does make it.
Oh, so good, but not the cue ball.
Great shot there, but now what do we do? Perhaps the bank on the 8-ball is on. He's looking at the line.
He hope he knows he's not the one that can play it. It's just
He's giving her the line.
Yeah. It's close. Not going to be.
And that's going to leave one more issue for Connor Cousins with that 9-ball. So still something to figure out. Skylar Hess struggled a little getting on that final shot for Skyler Woodward. The speed of the table, definitely something tough to manage, especially with a stroke shot.
I'm not sure they can get underneath this 9 with this angle. Is he straight enough?
Well, perhaps Tom plays it off of the 8-ball to move it. And, you know, a player of his caliber, I think he's okay to do that. It really looks like he's so flat on this. Can't really maneuver much. Well, perhaps he can't get
fine.
under it.
Yeah, he had the perfect angle to get underneath it, just about.
Big shot here.
You have to say that was a very good shot from Tarah to leave that angle. One more good shot required. Cue ball is okay.
Tom Cousins shouldn't have any issue with this one here. Looks like we're going to be tied up at 1 game apiece with just under 13 minutes remaining. That first rack really did burn the majority of this clock. Tough team.
And the way they played in their match, I think they've been the best partnership so far, the players we have seen. Oh, it's a good break, but it's not a great layout for them. Certainly not a great first shot.
And it looked like actually nipped the head ball going for the second ball break. It looked like he just barely nipped that head ball, and it kind of threw off how the balls were going to break open. Good attempt there, looking to get the ball off the 13 on the side. But this is going to be another open table for Skylar and Skylar.
It is interesting. I find the dynamics fascinating. Team Skylar are allowing Skyler Woodward to go out there and work it out and make the decisions. And then Skylar Hess will come to the table and try and action the plan that he's come up with.
Yeah, I think that's a big part. The chemistry between the players. It's not really dependent on the skill level. All of the players in this event are very strong players, and they're knowledgeable. It really comes down to the rhythm and the chemistry between the two players, and if they can make that work, that's a recipe for success.
Yeah, prime example of that is our champions last time out in Iowa, Savannah Easton and Shane Van Boning. Shane had said at the start to Savannah, who was arguably the highest ranked player or one of the very favourites for the women's event, said, if you do what I tell you, as in
you do what I say,
you do what I say, we are going to win this tournament. And that's exactly what happened. He kept the game very simple, and Savannah plays so good that she was able to just follow the order.
Yeah, she is a really strong player, and Shane's got another strong player with him this time around with Ashley Benoit. She's just a pure firepower, fearless player, and looked like they were working pretty well together in their match. So
they gelled well. Key shot now for the Skylers.
We're going to go forward for a back cut on the 10. Don't know if really got the angle they were looking for. Skylar might need to manipulate this a bit more than he wanted to.
Can he just get through without grazing the 8? Because if he can't, that's where the problems will come.
It looks like he has enough. He's going to have to work the ball to get on the opposite side. And he's done well.
Very good. It should be the rack. Just hear the beat there in the background. That's the final 10 minutes. 15 seconds a shot after this shot.
Skyler giving a little word of encouragement to his partner. Yeah, and I feel like it makes it so you can't really lose interest in a slow match.
Yeah.
Because it's always game time. Everything, you're on your toes the entire time. Doesn't matter if it's a long rack or a short rack. You have to stay on your toes and get the job done right away.
What a break that was from Skylar Hess. That is the best layout we have seen so far.
I have to agree with you, Simon. That's wide open. There's not one ball touching.
And it's even across the table as well.
Yeah.
And the combo straight away? No, I could see straight up to the top corner. Get fooled from that overhead from time to time.
Skyler indicating he'd like to shoot to the side next. A bit shy of ideal, but still workable.
He would like to have been a ball or two lower, but no issues to rework.
Go forward here for the 15.
And that's what happens with 8-ball. Your patterns are going to evolve. Can't always land exactly where you're thinking at the start. Got to be able to adapt.
Yeah, plans change. Just got to accept that and move forward. Don't force the issue. And Skyler now overruns just a hair.
It's amazing that they've tried to get on that ball on the side a few times and it's almost hanging over the pocket. They've just not landed as they wanted to a few times.
I'll tell you, this is going to put a lot of pressure on Connor Cousins if they're able to take a 3-1 lead here. You know, with just 7 minutes remaining. It's going to be tricky. Although we have
wrong, it's okay. A little fortunate to get that bump and land so good.
Yeah, friendly bump. But we have seen sub 2-minute runouts many a times on this arena table. So not all is lost just yet.
Yeah, 7:20 is time, but they are 2 racks behind. You feel like they're going to have to step it up.
You know, when you're playing so well, you got the momentum behind you, and you get to one point, and you're like, hey, I'm about to do it, and it almost feels like it's taken from you.
Yeah. And he just probably paid for a slightly slow start, but once he got going, he played some brilliant stuff, as did Craig. This is an important visit to the table now for Tarah and Tom. Not quite as good a layout as the Skylers had, but one they can certainly take on. First shot could be the toughest if they get this right.
Who better to take it on? Phenomenal shot there.
Do you think he was trying to break the 10 there? Missed it by quite a long way.
I think he was just going for comfort of pocketing. You know, like when you're in a tough spot in that way, sometimes you just have to say, I need to pocket the ball and, you know, live another day, shoot another shot. Another great shot there.
Definitely think Tarah was trying to. And just got the line of the cue ball wrong. And now they are in trouble.
I agree with that, Simon. This is going to be a tricky one. And it looks like we're going to see a carom kick carom. Nailed
beautifully.
it. Great shot.
They're going to get a chance off the back of it. Oh, not really. Maybe a combo available. It looks very tight.
Looks like perhaps you could play the 9-4 combo off the rail into the 10. She's got to shoot. Yeah, the clock got her there. Is she going to get the 9
Oh
ball?
my. What's happening out there? Oh, they haven't landed.
I mean, if they keep this up, they're just going to keep making tough shots. He's got another carom off the ball in the side, perhaps. Wow. That was an incredible safety there. Feathering that stripe, resting directly behind it. Skylar calling for the extension. This is tough, Simon. Manages to make the contact, but everything's still open. Just got to navigate to the right long rail, and Tom Cousins is going to like his end of it. Another tricky situation here.
Won't come easy, will it?
No. Well, that's what these players are built for. Tough situations, under pressure, and just come with it.
Ah, there's the scratch.
Tried to pull it out of there with some draw. Was not able to get it done. So Skylar and Skylar, open table. And this could really be the proverbial nail in the coffin.
He almost made that a little bit clean. He could have just used the pocket just a touch more to pull it back more. It's a tough one. That could be, as you say, the end.
Well, everything's still okay. I think they were looking for a better line on the 5 ball. We're going to go 7-1, 4-5-8, it looks.
Cue ball. It's a twist. It's a turn.
Oh,
my word.
And you know, sometimes things like that happen. I mean, how about they win this game here, they win the next game, and we go to a shootout?
It's now on. The difference there is huge, and Tomka, he is smiling to himself. That is a huge lifeline.
Here we go, rack 6.
Well, not quite the hit he was looking for.
He's got 2 stripes to fall.
Yeah, he's going to be happy with the outcome. Actually, not the worst layout.
Looking at the only real issue there is that 15. You see him eyeing that up.
I think they have to go solids, don't they? Can you see this? I'm not sure.
You might be right. They might have to be.
But I think the solids all go.
I feel like that was just a lapse of concentration there.
Yeah, and that changes everything. 2 minutes 28. Keep an eye on the clock.
It's plenty of time to finish a game.
And they're going to go solids as well, so the 7 must be fine.
What a drastic change we've seen in these last few minutes. From what looked like it was going to be a, massive gap between these two teams, and it looks like we might be headed to a shootout. Correct me if I'm wrong, that would be the first shootout in the mixed pairs.
Tonight, yeah. We've seen it before. In fact, Tarah and Tom have been involved in 2 themselves. They've won 1, lost 1 in a shootout. Lost the final in Louisville in a shootout to Justin Bergman and Tina Larson. But they'll be the happier of the 2 if they can get there.
So they're looking for revenge on their...
Yeah. And more than that, though, they are looking to run this out and leave at least a second on the clock, because then they get the opportunity to break and have a potential golden break as well. Another one of the elements we see in shootout pool.
Walk this right down the rail. Avoids the point.
I thought that was going to catch it for a second.
Thought so myself. One more good positional shot here, and they should be able to put it up. Tom Cousins delivers. Perfect shape for this 8-ball. All right, there it is. Tie game 3-3. 44 seconds still on our match clock.
And he says, Tarah, get ready. So he's definitely eyeing up the 43-second break and run. He's got the 8 moving, but nowhere near a pocket, so it's going to be a run out or a shootout.
All right, let's move.
Stripes are good.
Get
They're
down
going
there.
solids.
Fire at something. No time to make a decision. Only time to shoot.
Yeah, Tarah just took a little bit too long on that ball. You've just got to point and shoot when you're trying to make a run out this quick.
Fire away. Off the 10-ball here.
Time. Oh, made it clean. Skyler saying, let's do it. Knows what's coming. Knows it's going to be a 6-ball shootout.
Wow. So,
Mike, we've got ourselves a little bit of extra time here. A couple of things to note. The cue ball and the object ball you're playing have to be stationary. The other balls can be moving, and it will be a 5-second penalty for any foul. Got to wait for the cue ball. They've made a ball which is huge. Took a little while, and Skyler's lost his chalk as well.
not going to need it now.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Just taking a little bit of time on these. It's not going to be the quickest of times here. And waiting for the cue ball kills the clock. You want lots of stop shots. See, if you stop that one dead, you're playing the shot quicker. But they made it with 5 clean shots, and that's important. If you're going to take time on your shots and wait for the cue ball, you need to make sure it's clean. They've done that. It is competitive. It's not quick.
Let's see how we do here.
This is right in the balance.
She is already in stance, ready to shoot.
Waiting for the 1. Could have gone for the 3 a little bit quicker. But this is a good layout. If they don't miss, they should get this. Oh, took her time and missed. We'll take the 2. 10 seconds. Good recovery from Tarah. She needs to get round and get in position.
Right down to the wire. Got to fire it.
And they're going to come up short.
Wow.
The comeback comes to an end. An amazing turnaround in the match. But Tom and Tarah come up short in the 6-ball shootout. And Team Skylar get the victory. Skylar Hess and Skyler Woodward had to do it the hard way, where they get over the line. They book their place in the Boston mixed pairs.